I'm going to start off with this fluffy powder brush here, and I'm going to use this shampoo. You can use any brand of shampoo that you want. Doesn't have to be Paul Mitchell. This is just what I had on hand. You're going to make sure you have warm water running. Take the shampoo and squirt some of the shampoo in your hand. I use this brush almost daily for my powder, so it is pretty dirty. I'm going to get it wet under the water, make sure it's good and damp. Try to prevent from getting the top part of the brush wet, that way it doesn't get down in the wood part and get the glue all wet. Next, you're going to take the brush and just gently rub it into your hand, and you're just going to go in circular motions, and you're going to gently swirl the brush, cleaning it into the shampoo, using your hand kind of as a cleaning board, and you will start to see all of the buildup product in the brush coming out. You want to continue to do this until you feel like you've got all of the product out of the brush. In between, you can squeeze the brush to make sure you're getting all that product out of the brush. We're also going to be rinsing the shampoo and the product out of the bristles of the brush. I always try to hold the brush down so that way we can make sure none of it gets up in the wooden part of the brush, because that can make your brush break up really quickly and start to fall apart, and we don't want that to happen. And you just want to rinse it until you can see that the water is clean and clear and there's no more product coming out of your brush. Now we're just going to squeeze the bristles of the brush to make sure we've got all that damp, wet water and shampoo out of it. And as you can see here, it's good and clean, just like new. Next, I'm going to be cleaning my highlight brush. I use this for my contour and my highlight. Going to do the same thing, just get the bristles wet. Going to take a bar of soap, it can be any brand, and we're just going to be scrubbing the brush on that bar of soap. I'm actually doing it a lot slower, but I speeded it up to make the video go by faster and not have you guys watching me clean brushes all day. As you can see here, it's good and clean, just like new. The soap works really well, and it can be any brand of soap. Here I have my beauty blender. I use this beauty blender almost every day. I'm going to be getting it wet, and you're going to squeeze out any excess water, and we're going to be taking the bar of soap, scrubbing the beauty blender on the bar of soap. You can also use the shampoo as well for your beauty blender. Any of these methods I'm showing you will work both for your makeup brushes, eyeshadow brushes, beauty blenders, any of your utensils that you use to put your makeup on with. We're just going to keep scrubbing the beauty blender till we get all the product off of it. Squeeze it out underneath the warm water until the water is good and clear. And as you can see here, the beauty blender looks like new. It took up all that build-up product, took it out of the beauty blender, and now it's fresh and clean. Next, I'm going to be taking another powder brush that I use almost daily. It is very dirty, This brush is supposed to be white and pink. I'm going to be using the Blue Dawn as shown here. Just squirt some in your hand. Get the ends of your beauty brush wet as shown here. Try to hold it down, that way you're not getting any water up in the wooden part of your brush, breaking up that glue. And you're just going to do the same thing that we did with the shampoo. You're just going to swirl your brush around, cleaning it using your hand as a washboard. Make sure you're getting all of that product out of that brush. You're going to rinse it out. Bam! Look at that. It is officially pink and white again, you all. I'm loving it. It amazes me how much that product builds up in these makeup brushes and our beauty blenders. Look at that. It is like brand new. I love it. All of these methods that I'm showing you guys work for me. Now you see here the soap spuds that were built up. You got to make sure you squeeze the bristles of the makeup brush. Make sure you get all of those soap spuds out of your makeup brushes and even your beauty blender. I've made this mistake a couple times, and oh guys, it really messed up my makeup whenever I was putting my makeup on. It was just awful. Took forever for the makeup brushes to dry, but you have to learn. You have to make mistakes and learn from them, so hopefully me telling you guys this will help. Now that we've got all the soap spuds out of the brush, it is looking amazing. I think the Blue Dawn method may be my favorite. All of the methods work really good. Now we're going to be using liquid hand soap. You can use any brand of liquid hand soap that you want to use. Do the same thing you did before. Just get your beauty blender wet under the warm water. Squeeze out any extra water. Just take the liquid hand soap, squirt it in your hand, just like we did with the shampoo and the Dawn. Then you're going to take the beauty blender, working it into that hand soap, using your hand as a washboard, and just scrub the product out of your beauty blender. And you'll be able to see the dirty product, makeup coming out of your beauty blender, and just keep doing this and rinsing the beauty blender, like I said before, until the water is clean and clear and you don't see any more buildup product in your beauty blender. And there we go, it looks just like new. It's like we have a new beauty blender. Now you can use any of these methods on your eyeshadow brushes. My favorite to use on the eyeshadow brushes is either the bar of soap or the Blue Dawn. Both of those methods seem to work very well for my eyeshadow brushes. And you're just going to repeat the same steps as I showed you before. Pouring the Blue Dawn in your hand, getting your brush wet, and then working that brush into the Dawn. Just making sure you're getting all of that eyeshadow and the products out of your eyeshadow brush. To dry your brushes, you can either lay them on a towel and let them sit there overnight and air dry. Or if you need your brushes the same day, you can get a blow dryer and just gently blow dry your brushes. I leave mine on low heat and just gently blow dry the brushes. This is just a quick, easy way to get your brushes dry. That way you can use them right after you wash them. You know, sometimes you don't like to wait all night. Takes them forever to dry. You can even do this with your beauty blender too, you all. Super quick and easy way, and it doesn't damage the brushes as long as you leave it on low heat and you do it really gentle. I always try to hold my brushes upside down and point the blow dryer in the same direction as the bristles, like I'm doing here, to prevent from the bristles flying everywhere and it damaging them. As you can see here, now my brush is nice and dry and the bristles are not damaged at all. I hope these tips and tricks helped you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.
Me light a fire like I'm on sun. Act a fool on stage, probably leave my show.